everybody, James Paquette. This is AutoSource1.ca, and these are the up-and-coming thing. You can see them more and more now, electric cars and hybrid cars. In our neck of the woods, hybrid makes more sense than electric, just because of longevity, where our cities are far apart. There's not a big infrastructure set up for plug-ins quite yet. So that said, this is a C-Max by Ford. It is basically an Escape and a Focus crossed over. This is the baby. That's it. Interior is exactly the same layout and seats and dash pretty much that you're used to in the Ford Escape, except for you sit a little bit lower and yet higher than the Focus. I drove it in and out of the city multiple times now, picking up parts, et cetera, just to kind of get a feel for what it was all about. And I'm very impressed. Around the parking lots, it's like full electric. I get on the highway, the engine kicks in, and off we go. The actual gas gauge never moved, and I was in and out of the city a couple of times there. By the fourth time, it went down just a smidge, where typically, if we're running in for parts, you can see the needle move even on some of the four-cylinder ones, into traffic, in and out, on the highway, et cetera, et cetera. And so using the electric doesn't really work very well in our province unless you're just using it for a grocery getter. This one here is versatile. You can jump in it, drive to Edmonton, no problems. So that said, this one here, no accidents. It came in on trade. The Carfax is nice and clean. It needed next to nothing. We did the rear brakes on it. Now, you remember, this is a city car. It's only got 59,000 kilometers on it. And typically what I've been seeing lately, anything that's been driven in the city, you're doing brakes under 40 to 50K just because they're just not lasting. Same with tires, actually. This is on its second set of tires, and they did the front brakes. We did the rears. So now going out, you do nothing. Just get in and go. If you go to our website at www.autosource1.ca, you can even see that we've changed all the filters, all that kind of stuff as well. And don't forget the all-important wheel alignment. That's been done too, so you don't have to worry about that either. There's no bent struts from potholes or any kind of damage underneath from a pothole. You don't have to worry about it because it's been checked, not just here. We send it out to an SGI station. They put it on a wheel alignment rack. They go through the whole car all over again. Two heads are better than one, which gives us almost zero comeback. If something unforeseen happens, we're there for you regardless. But this way, it's just taken all that out of the equation. It's way better way of buying. It's almost like getting a new car, same thing. So that said, let's check out inside this cool little car and we'll come right back. Okay, so we're inside this 2016 Ford C-Max hybrid. Right now, the engine is actually not running and it's ready to go. All you have to do is put your foot on the brake, just like any other car, and put it in drive and off you go, just fully electric. When you really want to whoomp on it, then the engine kicks in. Very, very simple. So you get way better fuel mileage if you're just tootling around in a parking lot or in a slow street versus using a gas and oil for moving your. Very, very different. Just like in the Escapes and the Ford Focuses, this is pretty much the same dash. Everything at your fingertips, all Ford tech. It's all there for you. Here you got your cruise control. This one controls the first screen right there. So you can scroll back and forth through all this stuff with that keypad. And on this side, the same thing. You can scroll down through each one. Once you get your phone connected, you can play around with that. Your music, switch to your Bluetooth phone, music, or answer calls, that kind of stuff. And down here, answer the phone, use voice command, power window lockout, power windows, and your power mirrors right there. Just above that is your power locks, automatic headlights, and fog lights, of course. Now this also has the little buttons on the side here. That is for your dash at nighttime. If you find it a little too bright, just toggle that down. Now the steering wheel also has tilt and telescopic. Of course, the all-important sync, and it has a CD player. There is your sync system, audio, your phone, the nav. You can use a touchscreen or use this to scroll through it. All these buttons here, you've got a dual zone climate control, nice and easy, one touch. And below that, your gas door, the trunk lid, and it's power as well, which is nice. Heated defrost, and your EV mode. It's got both front buckets have nice heated seats and your power port right there to keep your phone charged. This button here is for steep hills. You can use it for hill descent, slows things down so you don't have to use your brakes so much. And straightforward, put it in drive and go for transmission. There's lots of room in these cars. It's got a tall roof line and a huge glove box. Lots of room back there. There's a manual and the key lock. Driver gets a height adjustable seat with a power lumbar. Just below that is a nice little place you can store stuff. If you drop change out of your pocket, it'll catch it there. Some people keep those short little umbrellas there, I've seen. Lots of room in the back. Seats, they fold down as well in a 60-40 split. And if you have 2 passengers, just fold down the center console. There you'll find some cup holders and a nice sturdy armrest. Keep them comfortable. There's a 110 outlet here converter. And to fold the seats down, just pull on the lever and down it goes. You can actually move the seat belt. They have clips to them right here. If you unhook that, then you can put it back so it sits flat there, leaving you wide open here. Same thing on this side. Pull that lever. This little button here folds the headrest down. Just push that and it folds nicely there. On the backs of both of the bucket seats, there's a place to store some magazines, keep your passengers entertained, coloring books, whichever. Now in the rear hatch, you lose some space for the batteries, but they give you this handy shelf and a mat here to make up for that. You can hide your stuff here by pulling that back. You've already seen how the seats fold down, so that gives you more space. And you can take this whole cover right out, and the batteries are underneath that. Just below that is a cargo net that's never been used, and of course, this has got the capless filler for gas. You will need that at some point if you ever run it out of gas. Also in the back here, if you're going on a trip, you can throw a cooler back here, plug it in, keep your kombucha nice and cool. And of course, this is the plug-in. Plug it into your garage, normal, and plug it into the car. Now, both these bucket seats are very comfortable. Like I said, I had the pleasure of driving in and out of the city quite a few times. It is very comfortable, it's quiet, and good stable ride on the highway. With all the wind blowing around in typical Saskatchewan style, it held its way very, very well, and much better than the electric ones we've had go through. This one here with that little extra oomph from the motor took me into the city, no problems, and then kicks over to electric on the slow stuff. It was awesome. Nice little ride. Now that we've had a chance to check out all of its goodies and see the seats, and if this is a premium up-level model, the touchscreen, all that kind of stuff, if you need finance, we have that available for you with no doc fees, or admin fees for that matter. There's no fight. It's easy transaction, just like all of our customers say. The transaction was painless. And if you're a cash buyer, we have no doc or admin fees for you as well. We do have the paperwork for every car, and we don't charge you for it. Why would you? But that's okay. We don't push that down your throat like everybody else does, trying for the cash grab. We don't do that. We try to make it nice and simple for you and keep you coming back. That's our way of doing things. Our customers appreciate it, and you can see that on our Facebook page multiple times. The same people over the last 20 years coming back, buying cars, bringing their next family member in, friends, etc., etc. That is all there on our Facebook page for you to see. So if you do need finance, you can fill that out on our website. We can do that here for you. We have all the information there for you, so you can do all the searching and everything in the comfort of your own home. Now, we've discounted the cash price as well, so just add tax. That's it. So come on down to the Good Guys. We're located 10 minutes from Saskatoon in the little metropolis of Warman, right downtown on Central, where certified cars cost less. My name is James Paquette. This is AutoSource1.ca, and thank you for watching.